In Gaza today, there is no famine caused by Israel. There is, however, a man-made shortage engineered by Hamas. Now, too often, the full story is not being told. This suffering exists because Hamas has created it. The suffering exists because Hamas has made it so. So here are the facts. Aid has been flowing into Gaza through two main channels. Firstly, through weekly food packages distributed by the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, GHF, and secondly, through UN-coordinated shipments of raw materials for bakeries and communal kitchens. Israel facilitates this aid to ensure the aid reaches civilians directly without being intercepted by the terrorist organization. Now, these trucks carry food, they carry medicine, essential goods, and medical equipment, are entering continuously, including medical teams from international organizations, which continue to enter as well. Now, let's look at the scale of these trucks going in. I can share with you that COGAT, the body responsible for getting aid in, has between the 19th and the 22nd of July, that's between Saturday just gone and Tuesday, more than 4,400, that's 4,400 aid trucks have entered Gaza. And in the coming week, an additional significant volume of additional trucks will also enter. Now, on board these trucks have been food, of course, but also flour, baby food, 2,500 tons of it, and high-calorie nutrition for children. The American Aid Foundation, GHF, is providing essential assistance delivered directly to Gazans through its distribution centres. Just yesterday, GHF distributed more than 2 million meals to Gazans. That's 2 million meals distributed to Gazans in one day. And there were no unusual incidences. Now, since it began operations at the end of May, 1.4 million aid packages have been distributed by GHF, and that means that 87 million meals have been distributed by GHF in total. As things stand right now, and I confirm this in the last hour, there are more than 700 aid trucks, 700 aid trucks for the United Nations to pick up inside of Gaza. That means they've gone through security and they are waiting on the Gazan side of the border. Now, this is a bottleneck which has been caused by the United Nations, and it's the main obstacle to maintaining a consistent flow of humanitarian aid into Gaza. Now, just today, Israel's foreign ministry has said that the United Nations' obsession against Israel is unfortunately more important to them than helping the people of Gaza. On Syria, where over the last few days we saw appalling attacks by Bedouin and Syrian forces on the Druze in Syria, these have been truly terrible, shocking, barbaric attacks. Look, I can tell you, as you probably know, the Druze are our brothers. Let me make this clear. The state of Israel will not allow harm to the Druze in Syria, and we will continue to protect them from the new Syrian regime forces. And I can share with you as well that today the IDF reactivated the mobile forward facility for triage and hospital treatment of the wounded in the area of Kadar village in southern Syria. And that's to provide medical care to the Syrian Druze population in that area. And we will continue to extremely closely monitor developments in the area, with particular focus on the actions against the Druze civilians. Israel wants peaceful relations with Syria. That's very much our objective. Our default position is always for peaceful relations with all of our neighbours, including Syria. But we have made crystal clear that Syrian forces cannot come south of Damascus. That's extremely clear, and we will protect the rights of Christian communities as well as Druze communities which exist in Syria. That should be the objective.